them the products immediately on hand. They get to take it home and start using it. And guess what? You're done. You don't have to think anymore. You just get to go home and count your money, which is exciting. On the flip side of that, if you don't, you have to come home. You have to go through your sales tickets. You have to place the order. Then when the order comes in, you got to take it. You got to separate it into 5 or 6 different people's orders. Then you have to waste your time and your money driving around, which gas isn't cheap, right? So you got to go around and deliver it, or you have to, go to the post office and pay money. That doesn't make any sense. That's not a smart way to work your business, because the time it takes you 2 hours to go deliver that product, you could have went and held another skincare party in 2 hours and made, and sold $600. So again, by having the products on hand, you're saving a lot of time, and you're going to have a lot, higher sales as well. And so I want you to look where it says number 6, you're in business to make money. And I want to read this together because this is really important for you to understand, how the different packages work. So it says any business requires an adequate supply of products to service customers. You can choose to make money from your first skincare class by starting your business with a profit level inventory, or you can choose to delay taking profit from your business by starting with a smaller inventory and reinvesting your profits until your inventory is at profit level. That's your choice. So for example, if you start with everything on hand like I did, you get to pay yourself from day one. And that's unheard of. If you go and ask any business owner if they made money immediately, they're going to say no, they lost money right away. And it took them a couple years, to even make money. I know, for example, a Domino's Pizza is, I think, the least expensive franchise today to own. And that's about $300,000 to start a Domino's Pizza. So just think if somehow you could even come up with that type of money to invest $300,000, how long would it take you to pay that back? Probably 3 to 5 years before you could take a profit. So I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be excited to have to wait 3 years to make money. So I love that I could start paying myself immediately because I chose to have the products on hand. If you don't have the products on hand, you're going to have to put some money back into the business before you can pay yourself. So for example, let's say you were to go into Starbucks, and you go into Starbucks and you had to wait in line 20 minutes because they didn't have but one person working and one coffee maker. Then you get to the front of the line, they didn't have the flavor that you wanted. Are you a little frustrated? A little mad you wasted that time? That's how your customer would feel if she spends 2-3 hours with you at a skincare party, all excited about what she wants, and then at the end you're like, I'm sorry, I don't have it. And so no woman wants to hear that. So, and then at the end of the day, Starbucks is going to have to take some of their money they bought, reinvest it back into the business to get more lids, more supplies, more flavors, more coffee makers, if they want their future customers to have a good experience. If not, that company would eventually shut down and go out of business. So just kind of keep that in mind with the different packages of how that works. And we're going to look at that now. So go ahead, and in the left-hand pocket, you're going to see the Ready, Set, Sell brochure. We're going to kind of go through this together so you can kind of see the different perks about starting with that. Now, if you open it up to the first page, keep in mind when you place your first initial order within your first 15 days, you're going to get all your makeup for free. Now, I kind of think business minded. So you can either think of this as, yay, I get all my makeup for free, so I can start using that, because a lot of women in Mary Kay aren't big makeup wearers. So this is going to help you kind of build your confidence and learn what to wear. Or you can think, oh my goodness, that's 10 items. That's 3 eyeshadows, a blush, a mascara, and a lip gloss, a lip liner. Those are 10 giveaways that you can use versus having to go buy those extra. When you go to do the next 10 parties, you have your 10 giveaways that you're going to do. So that's exciting. So if you flip over, the highest package is a $4,800. That's considered a full store now that the product line has expanded. But let's start here, the one that I said that I started with, the $3,600. This is also considered a full store, but $4,800 is eventually where you'd want to grow to. A couple things I want to point out. For one, you're going to see it says sample only. The way I like to do it per new consultant is I really like to customize the order for you. I want to find out who are the age range of women that you want to are going to be dealing with, and so this is what you're going to want to write down when you talk to your director. What is the age range? And then second, what are the skin tones? Ivory, beige, and bronze. And then based on those two things, we pretty much know the skincare and colors to get for you. The other thing is to really think about when we're doing your first order is if there's anything that you want for yourself, or anybody that you know has already told you, you want to include that with your first order and write that down as well. And then you'll see down here, this package, $3,600, is worth $7,200. So you invest $36 and you sell it for $7,200. So where else could you double your money? So that's a really awesome thing as well. The other thing, so what you see is not what you're going to get. Again, it's customized for you. And then you're going to notice on the bottom of these pages, you're going to see where it says Star Consultant. And so there's lots of perks about being a star. Basically, when you're a star consultant, you're like a VIP consultant. You get special perks and privileges with the company. So for one, you're going to see the fabulous prizes there. And if we were going throughout my whole home, I could just show you all these great prizes. A little pink poodle that I have, like a rocking horse that my daughter has in her playroom, dish sets that we have, my granddaddy clock in my family room, watches that I wear, luggage sets that I have, and of course you saw the poster board in here with all the different star prizes, so you can pick all of those prizes there. So every quarter that you're a star. So the first time you're typically a star because of your decision of which products that you wanted to have on hand. Special shipping privileges with the company. You get your star ladder to wear, which is really exciting and a big deal in Mary Kay, because they always said that's the one thing Mary Kay Ash would look to see if you're wearing a star ladder. Now, on the business side of it, it's a huge deal because not only are you going to go when you go to seminars and conferences, sometimes you can earn special luncheons, special workshops, but you always get a ton of recognition at your meetings and at company events. So how many of you want to be recognized? So basically, Mary Kay always said your star ladder is your report card. So this represents you. And another thing, it just helps you like goal set to know you're reaching your goals as well. But a huge perk of being a star is that you get referrals from the company. So when you go on and set up your website, they're going to ask you to input 5 different zip codes. When you go put on those 5 zip codes, let's say someone were to see my pink Cadillac driving down the street and they go, oh, I've really been thinking about a Mary Kay business. And so they could go on marykay.com. They could not sign up directly with the company. The company would say, what is your zip code? And they'd be referred to somebody in that zip code. In fact, just yesterday, I got a new team member that contacted me. I haven't even met her yet, but because I was a star referral, the company sent her to me. Isn't that exciting? I also have customers that have been with me for years that were referred to me. So again, if somebody sees one of our ads in the magazine or they see Mary Kay, they think about it, they want it for a gift for someone, they go on marykay.com, they're going to be referred to you if you're a star consultant. So it makes a lot of sense. Also, when you start as a star consultant, you get a free product bonus with your first order. So this is why it's very important to really make a very smart and educated business decision about which package that you want to start with, because you only get with your first order, you get the product bonus. So not with your second, third, or fourth. So again, what a lot of consultants do is I can see the same 2 consultants come in and they both do their 30 faces. But this one consultant, she has the products on hand, so she sells around $3,000. This consultant, doesn't have it, so maybe she sells around $1,000. But see, your average customer is going to reorder 3 times per year. So this 3,000 actually turns into 9,000, and this 1,000 really doesn't even turn to 3,000 because it's just going to be a one-time sale. So you have to think it's not just about the initial order. So you really have to think when you make that decision, it really is going to affect how much money that you're making down the road as well. So that's kind of an important thing to think about. So again, and if I see someone, she goes and does a party after her first or second party, let's say she didn't start with a full store, she probably regrets that and thinks, man, you know what? I should have turned around, because now she has to turn around, place a whole nother $1,000 order, but she doesn't get any free product bonus. So again, make that first smart decision. And so again, when I started with this package, and when you start with this package, you would get a $600 free product bonus. What would you do with this product bonus? Well, in your starter kit, if you've already received that, you're going to notice that you don't get some of the things that you're going to want to demo. For example, eye firming cream, microdermabrasion, the body lotion, the eye creams, the bronzers, the lip glosses, satin lips, satin hands. So all those things you'd have to pull out of your inventory, which you could be selling and making money on. Instead, you get it for free in your product bonus. Also, you want to use Mary Kay head to toe, all your giveaways. So again, all of that, you could take this out of your free product bonus and get that. And whatever's left over, you put it in your inventory. It's 100% profit that you make. So again, making that smart decision. So as you're going to notice, as I flip the page and as the packages go down, you're going to notice that you get the bonuses go down as well. So for example, with this one, you invest $3,000, you sell it for $6,000, you get a $500 bonus. This is the lowest package to be at profit level. Okay, so these are the three highest package, 48, 36, and 3,000. You're still a star consultant, getting all the perks and privileges of the referrals, the recognition, and the prizes, but you just, again, are this lowest level at profit, get a $500 bonus. With this one here, you have 2,400 package, you sell it again for 48, and you get a $400 bonus. Again, you're still a star consultant, but you're not quite at profit level, so that means that you would have to, again, just reinvest some of your profits in the very beginning, but you probably after your first 1 or 2 parties would be at profit level. Flip over to the next page, you would have the 1,800 package. This is a very significant package because this is the lowest package to be a star. Anything lower than this, you miss out on all your referrals, all your perks, all your privileges, prizes. So I really recommend, if you're really going to run this as a business and want to make money, you cannot go below this package. So remember those roll-up bags? Remember how many I said to bring to your skincare parties to keep 6 filled roll-up bags at all times? That would be an 1,800 package. So again, that's why the company doesn't send you referrals, because they don't want to send you somebody and then you say, I'm sorry, I don't have that on hand. So anything lower than 1,800 is not going to even get you prepared for one good skincare party. So basically you get 6 miracle sets, 6 microderms, 6 eye creams, 6 satin hands, 6 satin lips. So you really get, again, 6 filled roll-up bags with this package. You get a $300 bonus. Also with all the stars, you get extra roll-up bags, extra mirrors and supplies, which is really smart too. So again, I really would recommend to not go below that. And again, this is considered half of a store, whereas a 3,600 is considered a full store. So again, think of if you were a Macy's, a department store. A full store would be like starting with all the departments. You start with the men's department, the women's, the children's, the fragrance, the shoe department. And then the 1,800 means that you'd only start with half the department. So you'd only start with, the shoe, women's, and kid department. You'd have to build up the other departments. So that's kind of how it works. Again, the more you can think like a retailer in the business, the better off you're going to be. So again, if you walk into Target, are the shelves half filled or a third filled? No, they're really filled up. So you might be thinking right now, Amy, I totally get that you should have products on hand. Everything you said just makes sense, but I don't have 3,600 sitting in the bank. Well, when I started my business at 23, I definitely did not have that. And this was actually the largest purchase I had ever made, but I can tell you it was the smartest thing, because I would have never sold the $3,000, and I probably wouldn't even been that motivated to do the 30 faces, but because I made that investment, I treated it like a business, and therefore it paid me like a business, and I saw the product and I thought, okay, I got to get out there and sell, and so it motivated me to do my 30 faces. So how do people get products on hand? If all this, obviously none of us have it sitting in a bank account. There's really 3 main ways people would choose to have products on hand. One way is a credit card, and this is a really smart way to do it, and I'm not a big credit card person, but this is the route that I did when starting my business, because when you start with a credit card, you only use that for your first initial order, because remember, you're going to open up that separate checking account and have your debit card, and that's how you're going to place future orders. So with your initial credit card, what I did is I said, okay, I'm going to give myself 1 year to pay it back. So 3,600 divided by 12 months was about a $300 payment. My first party, I sold $600. So I took that $300 profit. Instead of paying myself, I paid that back to my card before the bill even came. So again, it makes it very easy. So at the end of the year, I owned all my inventory. I owed nothing. And I had kept my customers, which is where you want to be. Mary Kay does have a good option for a credit card right now, and you do have to have excellent credit to get approved for that right now, because it is 0% interest, or there's websites like creditcards.com that you can go on to as well. So that's the first way, credit card. The second way is a loan, either a personal loan that you could get from a family member or somebody who'd be willing to invest in you and your business, and then you would pay them back monthly, just like you would do a credit card, or there's or a bank loan. And there's different some banks provide credit cards or a line of credit to get you a small loan. And we've had a lot of success with this, and there are certain banks that I work with personally that could help you get that as well. And then the third way is kind of a creative way, using your own money, using your savings. Certain women do use money from their 401k. Some women do, again, maybe $1,000 on a credit card, $1,000 on from their savings, $1,000 from the loan. So again, you can kind of do a combination. I think you can use up to 3 or 4 different cards to place your first initial order. So again, at this time, what you're going to want to do, you want to call your director, And in the back of the Ready, Set, Sell, there is a something called an inventory worksheet. Okay, so you want to go ahead and find this page right here, and you want to go ahead and fill this out, and then you want to call your director to go over that with you. And so this is really great because it really finds out what your activity is and how many parties you want to hold and what your goals are, so you can share that with your director. And then also the company makes a recommendation about what products that they believe you should have on hand based on what your goals and activities are. So this really just gets you an idea of what to have. Ultimately, it is your choice of what you want to have on hand. We just want to make sure that we're setting you up to be as successful as possible. And as you know, any business needs some products on hand. All right, well, at this time, what you're going to do is get to watch the second half of the video, and I'm so excited for you to see this.
Kay once said, leaders make sure the way to success is always broad enough and straight enough for others to follow in their footsteps.
We're going to make those dreams today that you just had a reality. It's our second full year as a unit, and for me as a director, and I just love, gosh, to be a top trip director this year.
Are you ready
for the most exciting night
of your life?
It's such an exciting and exhilarating moment. The lights are on you, and the guys hold your hand as you walk down, and to pick up a diamond ring on stage. And I know for my husband and I to be in Munich, Germany together, it's so worth it in the end.
First goal I had was to expand my business, then the possibility of doing Queen's Court of Sales, going on target for my car, maybe the top 20, and then the top 10, possibility of maybe being the queen.
Katie Antonetti! The Ruby Seminar is delighted to see Katie sitting on the throne.
Our area has never had an experience like this.
How many times did you have the opportunity to say, not today, I'm too tired?
I think anyone can do it, especially stay-at-home moms. My girls are everything to me and my family. My next big goal is to become a director, so everything's just kind of fallen into place.
How awesome it is to be able to be a part of a company where you believe so much in the opportunity that it's a pleasure to share it with other ladies.
I know that your consistency and your love for the product has brought you all the way to the top.
It's like an emotional connection that happens here.
I am so proud of you.
You see all these different women. There's not one woman that is the same.
A champion is someone who does something over and again, effortlessly, but makes it look easy.
Celebrating the dream is just really understanding that it is possible and that it is okay to celebrate your dreams and it is okay to dream.
Half of my life, I've dreamed of this moment.
Quise siempre ser una reina, siempre me imaginaba cuando veía las reinas en la televisión de ser una reina de esas, y estando aquí en Mary Kay ahora yo estoy haciendo realidad mi sueño.
I cannot think of a more worthy person for the annual Go Give Award.
How fun it is to be able to be in a company that absolutely carries that tradition on.
I know she has been Go Give every single day of those 29 years.
It's something I've done all my life, that is to give.
I really have found that the more we give, the more we get.
Though I never met Mary Kay, I see Mary Kay through these women, and I'm very blessed for that.
I know everyone here can be in this chair.
Star Consultants. Star Consultants is the way to go.
And make no excuses. Just get the job done, whatever your goal is.
I just did what I could. Oftentimes what I could was not in my comfort zone, but when it's not about you, you can do anything.
Pero cuando tú llegas aquí, tú eres una reina y Mary Kay te va a celebrar por todo el éxito que tú has tenido y porque te vas a dar cuenta que tu trabajo valió la pena.
Leading a business for and about women is not only an awesome privilege, it's where the majority of consumer companies want to be in today's world.
We are a company that's always been about enriching women's lives. Whether it be through our incredible career opportunity, our charitable endeavors, or our Pink Doing Green initiatives, you can rest assured that when you do business with Mary Kay, it truly does have a positive impact on the world we live in.
We need to be building and learning how to be 2010 entrepreneurs. To succeed in today's marketplace, you must change your paradigm.
Let's make it this year. Let's make it now. This is the year you give life to your dream.
The greatest success story is yet to be written. And guys, that story can be yours.
Someone who has faith doesn't think it will happen. They know it. They see it as already finished. Write your vision down and make it plain.
By continually stepping out of your comfort zone, we grow. And with practice comes skills, with skills comes confidence, and success is a process, not an event.
Write your vision down and run your race.
We had large storms in Northern California, and we had a tree fall on our home, and we lost our house and many of the things that were in it, and we had to start all over again. So it was difficult to start over, to live with in-laws for 3 months with a 10-month-old baby. To run a top trip unit out of a bedroom was quite an experience. So it's, the obstacles just keep on coming, but the payoffs are huge in the end, so just never give up.
And know that Mary Kay Inc. will always have our best interest at heart.
Because it doesn't matter if you're selling telephones, TVs, or Time-Wise skincare. Every company that seeks to serve women's needs must first understand the needs of women.
Mary Kay always taught us, help enough other people get what they want, and guess what? You'll get what you want. Take the attention off of what can I get and place it upon what can I give.
How many other women are out there waiting for us to share? And more importantly, what are you going to do about it when you get home?
The longer we wait to take action, the more unclear our course becomes.
Watch the top national sales directors just educate from their heart and teach you and tell you their personal stories, and they're so real. It makes you realize that you really can do it too.
Will you be part of the dream makers of Mary Kay and be part of the mission to enrich women's lives? The women of the world need you.
Don't doubt this opportunity. Doubt all that negative stuff you see in the news. Forget all that stuff and come back to what we've got in Mary Kay. Because I don't care what happened to you last week, last month, or last year. It's a new year in Mary Kay.
Seminar means dreaming and having hope for a better future.
It's an investment, and it absolutely is the smartest investment any businesswoman could ever make.
It is just a springboard that every consultant needs for their business.
It's more than I expected, and I hope to bring lots of people with me next year.
We should do our best to reach whatever we want to reach our dreams.
My favorite 3 things in life was meeting my husband, having children, and going to seminar.
You can laugh, and you can cry, and you can really just have the freedom to be who you are. Is that fun? You betcha.